People across southern Colorado are reacting to the strikes. Officials are weighing in on the operation, and members of the Iranian community are speaking out, sharing why they are celebrating the attacks. Fox 21's Carolyn Belling spoke with two local groups and tells us how they are reacting.
Yeah, Austin, I spoke with someone from the Iranian Christian International group who says when he saw the news, he wanted to go dance in the streets in celebration. He told me the first thing he did was call his brother, who lives in Iran, and cried tears of joy, saying his brother is one of the lucky ones that survived.
The attacks finally has arrived.
Clearly, we needed the help.
Tossing, turning, and waiting for the news.
I couldn't sleep last night, and I woke up around 2, 3 a.m. and first thing I saw, my brother, which lives in Iran, texted me that it's happening.
Mohammed Faridi says it's a good day after a joint strike on Iran by the U.S. and Israel, which killed Iran's supreme leader.
They're celebrating. I saw fireworks, candies, and dancing on the streets, which is a good day.
As the death toll continues to climb, he says his brother not only survived the latest strike, but the many protests over the years.
One of the tear gas almost hit his head, hits the wall and hits his head. He was injured, but thank God he wasn't killed.
He says the strike is not an act of war, but an opportunity to free the Iranian people living under an oppressive regime for many years.
I'm 100% against war, but this is not a war. This is liberation. This is a good mission.
As some Iranians celebrate the news, American protesters are taking to the streets, upset over the Trump administration's involvement.
One of the strengths of President Trump is unpredictability. They don't know what he's going to do next. That is one of his strongest suits.
Local leaders are also reacting to the attacks. Governor Jared Polis says in part, quote, "It's hard to predict what the impact of today's strikes will be. And no doubt there are many innocent victims, but I truly hope for a better world in which the wonderful people of Iran can breathe free."
Now, I know they tried to do precise attacks. However, there was a, casualty of war happens, and there was one of I believe one of the schools was hit, but 60 children died. It was right next to a military base. Unfortunately, that happened.
Meanwhile, Congressman Jeff Crank says in part, quote, "Ayatollah Khamenei was directly responsible for the murder of more than 600 Americans and was actively planning to kill more. President Trump made every effort to find a peaceful, negotiated solution to the crisis."
Hopefully, there are enough plans in place where there can be a transition to a better government.
Now, other Colorado lawmakers like Representatives Jeff Hurd and Brittany Pedersen are also weighing in. You can find out what they had to say on our website at fox21news.com. Austin.